Yo, yo, yo. Right, let's get it. We're back, baby. We are back. We are back in business. Just gonna get the community post rolled out and we're gonna get cracking. What's up, man? How you doing? Charles, I see you guys. What's up? What's up? Give me just 2 seconds. Okay, that is community post rolled out. No, we did the same on Discord, and we're gonna roll. We're gonna get rolling. There we go. Bang. It's that easy. Wolf, what's up? I see you guys. I see you guys. What do you mean you know my secrets? What does that mean? That's a bit ominous, bruv. Bit ominous. Yeah, no green screen today, by the way. I felt don't know, didn't feel like putting it up today. Just the way I'm feeling. Just the way I'm feeling. Low key, let me get there we go. Go live. Let me get my actual live tab up because it's better than OBS one. Just not good. You're in my walls. I think I would have seen you by now if you were. JVD, what's up, my brother? I see you. I see you. Look at you guys pulling through. Look at you guys. How are you? How are you, man? How are all of you guys? That's what I want to know. You were wrong. Yeah, I was wrong about Drickus. So I was right about everything else, man. Well, not everything else. Hey, listen, freest money I've ever made on Lerone the Miracle Murphy. I'll put it that way, man. I'll put it that way. Listen, I said DDP with chest. It was never with any sense of confidence. You can go back and watch the stream when I predicted it. I just said, fuck it. Drickus Duplessis. I've never picked against him since Whitaker, and I wasn't going to do it then. And fair fucks, I got it wrong. Listen, I never doubted the extreme talent that Khamzat Chimaev possessed, and we saw that on full display last night. I mean, it wasn't even close, man, was it? Wasn't even close. I don't know where Angel's at. John, what's up, my brother? Good to see you again. RA, Khamzat proved my point. He's DDP's not mid. Khamzat is just that guy. It's styles make fights. MVP would beat middleweight Alex Pereira. Oof. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that. You know what? I'm not opposed to that shout. I wouldn't say I'm confident on it, but great. Good. Both my picks won. That's good, man. I mean, I made good money on Lerone Murphy. Listen, easiest. Honestly, when I saw he was a plus 200, whichever way around it is, he was a 200 underdog. I was like, are you crazy right now? Like, what are we doing here? Listen, I'll tell you what that is. I'll catch up to the rest of you guys in a minute, but I'll tell you what that is. Is exactly the problem is when fighters. It's like when Paddy with Chandler. You know, the odds were quite close on that, and they shouldn't have been. Paddy was always going to win that fight, and the reason I say this is when a fight has a sort of, it's a very much a recency bias thing. Is you look at Lerone Murphy's last performance against Josh Emmett, it wasn't exciting, but he did what he needed to do. That's what people were missing. People were getting mad at him because he was fighting a boring fight against Josh Emmett, but it's like, of course you're going to do that against one of the pound for pound hardest hitters in the game. So this was a real you almost forgot moment, and I think it's propelled him into that title shot. Volkanovski seems up for it, and it's one that I'm very, very conflicted for, I have to say. It's not one I particularly want to see, in a way, because I don't want either guy to lose. But I think I would rather Lerone win. Maybe, I don't know. Just off the basis of Volk's done and had his time, and I want to see Lerone be a champ. Don't hate Chimaev when I pick Chimaev in most of his fights, not against Drickus, but I'm sad DDP's reign is over. It was a fun one. It reminds me of the the Oliveira, you know? That was just a short-lived reign, but it was damn fun. I'll do a stream reaction in a minute. You were there? Oh, mate. Two spinning elbows in a row. Just to put this in perspective, guys, I saw the crazy stat. I mentioned it on the Discord too. There's only been, before that, there had only been 8 spinning elbow knockouts in UFC history. They added 2 more inside 10 minutes. How crazy is that? Absolutely wild, man. Okay, getting Matt returned. Norman part is DDP very good defending hooks from getting in and the sub attempts. Yeah. Wasn't finished during crucifix. He was getting out of that stupid rear body lock. It's just, that's just what hours on the mat does for you when you're talking about Khamzat Chimaev. I mean, that's the difference maker. DDP just couldn't get started, really. He couldn't get started. They played 319 in the movies. Oh, that's sick, man. Wanted to shit on Drickus, but seeing his post-fight interview made me feel sad. Listen, I mean, he was pretty respectful, man. He was pretty respectful. What can you say? You know, you have to be humble in defeat like that. And you know, Drickus always has been. Listen, he plays the promotion game very well, but nothing he says is ever with any sense of like deep cut intent. It's always to sell fights. You know, even against Adesanya when he said the things about his family, and it was to sell the fight. You know, and there was never any bad blood afterwards. There was clearly a lot of respect, and it was very much the same here. Ivar, what's up, man? Yeah, I've been away, man. I've been camping. Back from Wales. I was in Wales camping in Snowdon, climbed Mount Snowdon. It was pretty cool. Good time. I think RDR beats DDP. That's the fight to make, man. That's the fight to make. Very excited for that. DDP didn't have a guard game for BJJ black belt. Getting crucifixed 4 times as a black belt is sad. It's just good wrestling, man. That's what it is. You can't... How can you get any submission threats off if you're just getting... The thing that Khamzat did so good at was he was so active. You know, this is something I've really started to realize I need to do more in my jiu-jitsu game is... when I'm in those more dominant positions, progress. Don't let your opponent wait. Don't let them settle. Don't give them the chance to settle. Progress the position. Then start looking for the submissions and doing damage, right? So Khamzat Chimaev did this perfectly. You saw him as soon as he would get that takedown, straight into side control, straight getting that high knee up towards the elbow and the armpit, and then trying to trap it and look for that crucifix. And as soon as he was there, then he could start to work. But he didn't wait around. Didn't wait around. I was in the stream when you predicted DDP. I was actually supposed to be there, though. Oh, okay. Yeah, again, listen, I have no shame in getting my predictions wrong. It's MMA. It's the most unpredictable sport ever. There's a reason betting on it is notoriously difficult is because it's... Anything can happen, man. So I'm not mad about getting it wrong, per se. I wouldn't even say... Saying I got it wrong sounds harsh. I don't care about getting it right or wrong particularly too much. What can you say, man? I always did say I picked Drickus du Plessis with no sense of confidence and that either man could absolutely win. You put Salah on the bench? Why the fuck would you put Salah on the bench? Why would you do that, bro? You're grabbing the Slums of Chechnya. Rosa, I'm glad I didn't. But then again, I always say this in my videos, it's not a necessity. But growing up in harsh conditions can really provide that innate drive. That's the phrase I love to use. It's true. And I think that was very much the same for Khamzat. Strickland can beat Chimaev. You are crazy, Ivor. You are crazy. You're usually pretty level-headed with your takes. Usually I agree with you most of the time, but mate, FPL you can change it. You do realize that. Charles showed perfectly how to counter the crucifix. Within 20 seconds, he's threatening a leg lock. DDP game planning was solid. Yeah, but equally, these guys are a lot heavier. They're heavier guys. It's a little bit harder to work a leg lock game and sorry, bear with me. Okay. All right, whatever. Sorry, I just got an email. Yeah. You have to have world-class jits to counter that top pressure from Khamzat. Just trying to get back up doesn't work. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know what you could even do in that position, mate. I was watching DDP in the bottom crucifix, just getting his head mashed in, and it was like... Well, I was uncomfortable watching it in the sense of, like, how the fuck do you even get out of that? You know? I kind of agree, Student. I mean, that will probably change. I think middleweight Khamzat for sure. But again, MMA's MMA, man. You never know. Didn't know he's on the bench like checkpoints as a rookie era, man. Jab and teeth. I don't think that would work against Khamzat. I'm going to keep it a buck. Derek Lewis beat Chimaev. Just stand up BJJ Academy. Yeah, that is the strat. Congrats, man. That's my plan as well, JVD. Shavkat will beat Jack and fight Chimaev in 2026. He gets absolutely dog walked by Chimaev. Volta might lose to Ryan. It's a hard fight. Yeah. I mean, UFC's in a good spot right now. I can't lie. Last night was... I know the main event wasn't particularly exciting, but it was certainly engaging and interesting at like the minimum level. And the main card was great. I mean, 2 spinning back elbows in a row. You know, Lerone Murphy's finish over Aaron Pico, which I feel like we have to just jump into. That was the first time in a while I really went, holy shit, and nearly woke up the other people in my house. Because, listen, put it this way, I did think Lerone Murphy was going to win. I put money on him for that very reason. I just didn't think he'd do it like that. I'm going to put it that way. I did not think it. But then you saw Aaron Pico walking in onto shots. Lerone landed a good knee early on, just missed the chin, landed on the chest, and you think, okay, something's coming here, and then give it another, what, 30, 40 seconds or something like that. And Aaron Pico is out stiff on the canvas. Beautiful finish. Beautifully timed. That's Kerr around 1 sub versus Chimaev. Shut up, right? Yeah, I'm sad for him too because he was actually fighting a good fight. He looked very good in the first round. But Tim Elliott got that crafty vet experience, man. He really does. Hmm. How do you feel about the Paramount Plus deal? Listen, it doesn't really affect me because I'm a UK fan, so we have a different system anyway. We don't particularly have pay-per-view, outside of a few exceptions, but for the US fans, it's great. I mean, not paying pay-per-view is an incredible deal. What it means for the fighters, I'm interested in though, because obviously there's a hell of a lot more money going into that deal, and I hope the fighters get more of the piece of the pie this time around. We'll see though. Better chance of beating Khamzat, Fluffy or Mavov? I'd say Fluffy. Yeah, Chimaev has great striking, but it's not going to matter against Chimaev. It's the thing. It's the thing. It doesn't matter. You can't strike if you're on the mat. Pick your own first round KO and Chimaev decision. They all call me crazy. Fair fucks, Paradox. It's good to see you again, my mother. K Dot as well. That's a good shout. I thought LeBron would win. I had him via decision, but I just put money on a straight win. Anyone apologize to Tim Elliott? I ain't apologizing to him. I always respected the guy. You know, Tim Elliott he fought a very good fight against Mohammed Makayev. We broke that down when they had that fight a while ago, you know. I kept DDP in that crucifix position so long, the referee should have just handed him a Bible. I call it Sunday service. You know what? Not a bad shout. I've just flashbanged myself. God, my hair is getting way too long, man. I'm booked in at the hairdressers, but not for like 3 weeks, man. It's the earliest booking I could get. But we'll see. Whatever it's Tim Elliott's stance, don't knock it, man. It worked. I mean, that guillotine was beautiful. I love a good mounted guillotine. It was a great shout. Kaya's own fan club app. That's my goat right there. That's fire. It's a bit weird, but you know what? Run it. Have you seen the Tapora X Snowfall edit? No, I haven't. I've seen a lot of Tapora edits though. Khamzat Cook KO inspiring. Khamzat would roll him. I don't see anyone beating him right now. It's the same thing with Taporia. Listen, put it this way. It's quite an interesting time because we've got 3 champions, I would say, which I just can't comfortably see anyone beating. Obviously, that will change. You'll see these guys get older and more holes open up as they continue to fight. People will study them more. There'll be more tape on them, etc., etc. It's the nature of the fight game, right? But I think the 3 guys you can speak on right now who I can't just see anyone beating: Tom Aspinall, Ilia Topuria, that's Ilia Topuria 2, and Khamzat Chimaev number 3. I really can't. You have to book your barbers. I can just walk in. Yeah, I can at some, but my hairdressers, bro, it's you have to book. I'm not even with my usual guy, man. So I don't even know who I'm gonna be with. But I can't wait that long. My usual guy was like a month, and I was like, I can't wait a month, bro. This is too long. My fault, really. Marvel got taken down by Brendan Allen. Yeah, exactly. KO's gonna get rolled as well. He'll suffer the same fate as DDP. Yeah, Chimaev would work Fluffy too, I think. Oh, you downloaded it? That's commitment right there. Nothing. Alright, I'll have a look at it. Check it out, bro. I mean, wait. Oh, the Snowfall edit? Yeah, man. I can't. I won't be able to see the link. It doesn't show up for me. It might show up for you, but it won't show up for me. And I can't watch it because I'll probably get copyright claimed. Because I'm assuming there's fight footage in there, and that means I'll probably get copyright claimed. Because honestly, it takes 1 second. But I will look at. I'll get it up now. And I'll have it up, so I can watch it later. I would share it otherwise, but I'll have it up for after stream. Stream Max, what you got for me, yeah? Matchmaking every main card fighter. Hang on, let me do this for you guys. Oh, my shut up, hang on. There we go. Matching every main card fighter after UFC 319. Actually, no, let me just move me. No. We're just gonna be over there for a minute. Just for a sec. Matchmaking every main card fighter 319. Tim Elliott, Alex Perez. I like that. Asakura, loser of Kavanaugh Johnson. That's perfect, man. That's a perfect match. Prates versus Strickland. Oh, MVP. Huh? Oh, MVP versus Prates at welterweight or Strickland at middleweight. Yeah, I like that. I like either of those. I prefer him to stay at middleweight personally. I think it just makes more sense. Cannonier, Delidze, I don't give a shit about that fight, but sure, it makes sense. Prates, MVP, or Moraes, Michael Morales, I'm assuming you mean. Yeah, I like the Morales fight. That makes a lot of sense to me. Jeff Neal, D-Rod, yeah, perfect. Murphy Volk, yeah. Aaron Peacock, Calvin Cater. Now give Cater, give him a chill fight, man. Good God. DDP Renya de Ridder. Yeah, makes perfect sense. I think you mentioned that yesterday in the Discord, and I got very excited at the prospect of it. And Khamzat versus winner of Imava Barada makes sense to me. I like all of those pretty much, except from Cannonier Delize. I don't think anyone wants to see that shit if we're keeping it a buck, man. What's next for the middleweight division? You reckon, Leo? Partner, I mean, I feel like that summarizes it. Khamzat versus Imava Barada and the RDR versus DDP. I think that makes perfect sense, my man. I like both of those. Vamos Ribovic. That's a great name. Indeed, I would say the same thing. I'm a big fan of Ribovic. Pratis versus Edwards. Yeah, I mean, he did call him out, right? So there's that narrative threads being built there. So it makes sense. You could do that too. Feel for Edwards because I think that's a tough matchup. But if you want to be back in the title picture, you need to beat the best guys. And that's a good opportunity for Leon, you know? If he wants to get that belt back, you've got to have to beat the best guys anyway. So I like the idea of it. Stylistically, could be fun. Strickland Dog Walks MVP. I don't know. It's hard to, though you got two such unique styles, it's so hard to predict who's gonna come out on top there, truthfully. Pico versus Josh Emmett, right? Oof. Oh, mate, I love that. Yes, bro. 100%. Forget the Calvin Cater fight. That's the one I didn't like. Yeah, Pico versus Josh Emmett. You're talking my language, brother. What a fight that is. You are a pretty good matchmaker, but Cater versus Pico is an L. I'm with Ivar on this one. Pico versus Emmett. All over that. Benoit versus Edwards fought a striker. Maybe we'll have an entertaining fight. That's what I'm saying, man. They've stiffed him with matchmaking because they don't really like the guy. Prize is a fun fight. I think it's a good opportunity for him too. Makes sense to me, bro. Think Chimaev can go down to welterweight? No, I don't think so. Put it this way, as you get older and you spend so much time at this higher weight class, that cut just becomes a hell of a lot harder to go back down and run your body through that again. Because it's more of a conditioning thing. Like once you've done it, a cut to welterweight once, it gets a bit easier once you keep doing it. But going back down, no, I don't see it, man. Just not for me. I don't want to see Chimaev do that again. It makes sense to just stay at middleweight. Seen you on IG? No, I'll have a look at it, man. I'll have a look at it after stream. Again, I wish I could show it, but I've played this copyright game too many times. Also, I don't know what the fuck happened with my recent video. YouTube just decided not to push it at all. I have no idea what's up with that. So if you haven't seen it, I don't blame you because there's a good chance you probably didn't even get it in your fucking feed. It's literally not even cracked 1,000 views. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? Which is a real shame. Kind of pissed me off because I think it's a really fucking strong video. I think the subject is good. I think the packaging is good. The video is incredible, in my opinion. I don't even know what to say to it. It's on 650 views. It's like YouTube just didn't even try. So fuck knows. I don't think there's a problem with it. But if you know, where is my stream tab gone? Have I just been evaporated? There we go. Yeah, I have no idea why it didn't show up. But I mean, let me know. Is it seen in your Has it shown up in your feeds? For the most, some of you it probably has, I'm sure, but I did see them. Thank you. What else to get slept with Pavlovich? I want to see that guy get slept so bad, bro. He's annoying. I feel just flooded OBS. It's a cracking video, man. I'm proud of it. I just don't know why. It's like I didn't even bother to. Like the graph is just flat on YouTube. On my graph, it's fucked me off a little bit. I can't lie, because that was a lot of work that went into it. But you know, that's fine. But what we're doing is today, after this, I'm going to record some Patreon stuff. But I'm also going to really go for the next couple of weeks. The MMA channel is just going to be paused for a little bit. I'll still stream and stuff. But no main channel videos because I'm going to go full steam on the games channel for a little bit. I just want to give it a good try. I like videos on there every day, maybe every other day. I'm going to do my best to really pump stuff out on there because I really, really believe in that channel. Want to start building that out too. And this is sort of a test run, if you will, of real commitment towards it. But if you have any ideas for the MMA channel, please don't hesitate, man. I'm always looking for them. Jake is about to crown the post-fight interview. I mean, man, he's lost his belt, lost his legacy for now. Bull Curry Dog, hell no. That would get less views than the fucking Lee Mario video. Bro, I don't know what's wrong with that video. It's killing me. It's killing me. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know, man. We'll figure it out. YouTube is a weird game, man. I don't think I'll ever fully understand it. Because I worked so hard to make sure everything was right, you know? What channel you got another one? Yeah, man, I got a games channel. If you scroll down on my main channel page on YouTube, there's just my Leo Talks Games, but I'll link it for you if you need to, if you want to watch it. It's basically me just talking about games. You know, it's very personal to me, but I love it. I've done that already, Wolfman. There you go, man. Didn't work out for you? I've been there, man. I've been there, bro. It happens, bro. You gotta just gotta crack on, man. I think it's at the end of the day, it's a numbers game. You know, it took me a long time too, so I've been there. Fluffy lost less than a minute with Holland. How can he beat Khamzat? He can't. Thank you, Ivar. I appreciate it, man. I'm proud of it. You're not getting the Pantoja, Doc. You're not getting it. But I'm gonna maybe I'll probably do a repackage of it or something. We'll see. I don't know. Hell, I might even repost it. I might delete it and then do some real repackaging over the week and then repost it. And just try and I don't know. How's the pod going? We're doing monthly episodes at the moment, just in the studio, but we've both been really busy, so it hasn't really been kicking off. Will's in Thailand right now, I believe. You know, he's going all over doing stuff. Going out to film for Lonnie in China. So there's a lot of stuff going down. So we're kind of been on our own shit at the moment. But it's cool, man. Like, we still talk. We're still helping each other out. He's working on a really, really cool project, which you look forward to on YouTube. So how's Bo Nickel do against Khamzat? He struggles, man. I think he gets out wrestled. Kato, that would have been diabolical, man. I'm not sure about that decision. Tim single-handedly made DJ's resume so much better and stopped all Pantoja's featherweight GOAT discussions. Yeah. I mean, Tim Elliott's a legit guy. People like to slander him, but bro, he's good. Always been good. I had something like that too. One of my TikToks weirdly before. It was really strange. It was for drugs or something. I have no idea. It was like Joe Rogan and it was an MMA. It was one of my clips from my channel. It was a clip from my main channel and it got taken out for drugs and stuff. And I got a warning, like a content strike. I was like, what are you talking about? So I appealed it and then it was fine. So weird. As good as Khamzat looked, that was one of the most underwhelming title fights. Yeah, well, Dig, good to see you again, my brother. But you got to do what you got to do to beat him. It might not have been exciting, but yeah, you got to stop it as if you're Dricus Duplessis, you know? Glad you knew something was missing in my life. I'm glad, man. What do you think of Asakura fraud check? It's not a fraud check, Pink. He fought a good fight. He just got caught with the guillotine. It's good to see you again, by the way. Welcome back. But listen, he fought a good first round. Just got caught in the guillotine. It happens, man. And Tim Elliott is no slouch. I keep saying this. He's a legit fighter. Think Pico needs to fight outside the rankings. Give him a layup fight, yeah, but so they can get a nice knockout, build out the highlight reel. How old is he? He's still young, right? 26. I'm guessing. I think he's something like that, right? He's 28, so he's not even in his prime yet, really. He's not even in his prime, so plenty of time for him. It's not like a lot. He's different from a lot of Bellator guys in the sense that most of these guys that move over, like Pitbull, who come over to the UFC from Bellator and these other promotions like PFL, they're already past it, and the UFC just sort of gives them some fun fights and doesn't think much of it. Aaron Pico's in an interesting position where he's just entering his prime now. Or just about to enter his prime. So there's plenty of opportunities left for him. I think the UFC are going to play a lot more smarter with him than they have a lot of other Bellator alumni. So plenty of excitement left with him. Yeah, he may have got knocked out cold by my GOAT, but listen, it happens, man. It's his MMA, as I always say. Most unpredictable sport of all. What's up, Angel? Good to see you. Good to see you. What do people expect to see in a Khamzat championship match? Yeah, I mean, I think him in his corner since that Gilbert Burns fight at 273, I want to say it was. I think I got that right. If I got that right, I need to get a job. It was UFC 273. You know, him and his team have really wisened up as to what works and how to win a belt. All the hype for 24 minutes of control time. I know. I don't disagree. It wasn't the most entertaining, but you know, Pico was actually fighting really well. Yeah, he was fighting really well. He was. Both guys were fighting well. It was a really good fight. Very competitive. Cool Pico getting slept round one. Good shout. I mean, he walked straight onto that, man. Himanch, what's up? The question is, can Khamzat lose to anyone in middleweight? Not to me right now. I don't think so. Murphy versus winner of Silva versus Lopez, Evloev, or title shot. I don't know. I mean, I think give him the title shot. It makes more sense to me. Evloev is no. He can't even make weight. He can't make the walk. Fuck MMA Guru, a stillborn horse with autism is more entertaining. I mean, sure, Hamilton. I don't really particularly like the guy. I don't hate him either. That's an interesting analogy, though. Lerone versus Walk is kind of a win-win for us English fans. Yeah, it's a lose-lose, I would argue. It's a lose-lose. I mean, I don't want to see either guy lose. That's the thing. I like both dudes. This is what I said earlier. I mentioned it before. Lerone's a guy who I want to see lift the belt, but I equally want to see Volk continue charting his legacy. So I'm kind of torn in between. Gonna take someone with good BJJ and striking to beat Khamzat. Who? You need good wrestling. And no one has better wrestling on Khamzat. Have you ever been to Belfast? No, I haven't. I never have. Weirdly, I've been to so many places, but my not a lot of places in the UK, strangely. Evloev gonna get given Onana. I hope that'll be interesting. Check your phone. Nice. Very funny. Very funny. I read that already. I genuinely believe Drickers might win rematch. How he arguably lost to Strickland in first, and then dog walked Sean in the second. We can see DDP adapt, then might be Khamzat. I'm coping hard. There's no way you're coping. You're coping hard. What will happen if Guru if Garn wins? More likely what will happen to me, because I'll be fuming. I'm the biggest Tom Aspinall glazer there is. What happened with the Khamzat can only fight 2 rounds narrative? I never really bought into that much. I think it was a case of him fighting at welterweight, whereas where he really struggled. Everyone talks about the Usman fight, but I don't. It's not. It wasn't enough data to suggest that was going to be concrete. You know. Guru is so corny. He's playing the game. My cousin lived there. I've never been. I'd like to go. Fluffy will save us from Khamzat. I doubt that, dig. Show us through. I'm not showing you, bro. It was a shit post. Nothing remotely important. If Garn wins, I'll kill my... Gotta just be careful not finishing that sentence so I don't get demonetized. If Garns win, we will all be celebrating my unaliving. Wow. I mean, like you want Cyril Garn to win, bro. Murphy is an inspiring story. Yes, on that, I'll say actually, you know, I watched him fight at 286 and he had a close fight with Felipe Santos. You could argue he lost it. And I was a bit critical of them. Then I didn't know that he just recovered from a biking accident, literally like less than a year before, like in a motorbike accident. And I didn't also know that even years before, when he was not fighting professionally, he got shot in the face and survived. Crazy story. Crazy. I'll be joining you. Oh, right. Okay, good. Yeah, we can all do a giant pact or something. We can all do a giant pact. Garn winning will ruin Guru. Yeah, I think so. If Garn is champ, then Gelatin Almeida is almost guaranteed to be champ. Yeah, I think so. But I think Aspinall's going to walk through both of them. Sure, you can have it, bro. You can have it. I thought you were joining me. I like Gelton. I don't. Guy's boring as hell. I celebrated when Curtis Blades put him out. I mean, he's clearly a good dude. I like him as a person, but Let's be real. I don't want to see Jayton Almeida lifting heavyweight gold. I don't want to see anyone lifting heavyweight gold unless their name's Tom Aspinall. Or maybe Mick Parkin. Maybe we'll allow him as an exception. Don't say that, bro. Don't say that. I'm not even going to imagine Garn putting Aspinall out. It could happen because it's heavyweight, but he hasn't got one-shot knockout power. Lord have mercy, indeed. That would honestly, that would ruin me. How's he boring? He's just too much wrestling, bro. I listen. I like MMA. I like it. Guys like Khabib who have an urgency to finish the fight and combine their striking with their wrestling. Those are the guys who are exciting when it comes to mat work. Jayton Almeida is not one of them. Same way no one likes Bilal because he just grapples, doesn't even strike. Labubu content. Oh, fuck me. You'll never see that. I think Aspinall versus Francis would have gone. Aspinall puts him out cold with a 1-2 down the pipe. Same way Anthony Joshua finished him in the squared circle, man. I think Tom Aspinall puts him down with a 1-2. I do. Everyone talks about needing to go grapple. I don't want to... No. No. You don't need to. Aspinall has better hands than Francis Ngannou does. Lewis has no neck. Yeah, true. But I think Aspinall would knock him out too. He doesn't need to choke him out. You know, this is, I think, that's just why I say, talk about guys like Aspinall, Topuria, and Chimaev. There's just, for me, there's no realm where these guys lose in any aspect of mixed martial arts. There are very few aspects where another fighter is better than them. And even if they are, their other aspect is the equalizer. So with Chimaev, his striking might be rudimentary in the same way that Khabib's was back in the day, but it literally doesn't matter. It does not matter at all. Because Khamzat has that wrestling, which will just... It overpowers everything. It's the trump card. You can just chuck it down on top of everything like that, and it doesn't matter. It's done. I'm not meowing. I'm not meowing. What does the rest of 321 look like? Let me have a look. I mean, what's been announced for it? I mean, Aspinall gone, obviously. Volkov Almeida's fine, right? I mean, most of the cards filled out right now. At least for the main card, it looks like. Oh, no, these are just fights that are announced. I don't know. There's a lot of good shots there. Is it in Abu Dhabi? It is. So, oh, no, it's in UAE. So, yeah. Yeah. It is. I'm not meowing, bro. Meow. Is that enough? Is that what you want? Do you guys win? Or if I go bark, do you want that? Is that enough? Oh my god, bro. Your sense of freedom goes crazy when you move back. I know, brother. I went to uni. I know. I miss it every fucking day. I miss it every day. Rizvan Kuniev is on 321. I mean, he lost a close one to okay, no, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. Nikron versus Iron Turtle could be good. Who's Iron Turtle? I'm such a fucking casual, man. Oh, this guy. Yeah, he's fighting. Who did he fight? Why? Yeah, I feel like he's been in the UFC for ages. What the fuck? How do I not remember this guy? I've probably seen him fight. Surely, I don't know. Good nickname, though. Confirmed, indeed. My guy Ikram is sleeping him. I like Aliskerov, so I hope so. Oh, I've just lost my stream chat. I fat fingered my click button. There we go. Anto got 10-7 in his last fight. His thing is, I'm looking at his record, and he's only really fought on fight nights. In fact, he's never fought on a pay-per-view ever. So 321 will be his first. It's an interesting one. He's on a 2-fight winning streak, close decisions, but he battered Ismail Nadev. So we'll see. Again, I lose track of these guys. Which nightmare do you believe in? Are you referring to Usman or Carlos Prates? That's his nickname, right? Isn't it? It is the nightmare, right? Yeah. It's turtle time? Fuck it. It's turtle time. I love that. Dig, I'm rolling with it, man. I'm rolling with that. I'm going to the end and back for him, man. Going to the end and back. The guy got a point deducted, then he batted him in the third. Shit. I've probably seen these guys fight. Same with so many of these dudes you talk about. I've probably seen them fight, but I have no fucking clue. Something like KSI, I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it. Preparing for Walker's live on Saturday? I think so. Walker's going to die in that octagon? Maybe. Maybe. Scrubs, good to see you, my man. Good to see you. Get me in the ring. You die. You'd all die. I can't lie. It would not go well for any of you. And me either. I think the only guy any of us could beat is, like, I don't know, CM Punk probably. Or, you know, one of those early, back in, like, when the women's divisions first opened, some of those early talent they got in was just so bad. Was just so bad. And there's no disrespect because the sport wasn't there for the women at the time. It just hadn't progressed or evolved yet. And that's to be expected. But man, some of those girls were pretty bad. I was 29, 25, 210-8s. I'm not going to... I don't even know either, man. Good to see you too. Thank you, brother. Did you enjoy the main card yesterday? Main event yesterday? No, the main event was okay. It was fine. But the rest of the card made up for it. So I was happy. I left happy. I can't lie. I don't know if you I don't know if you only woke up for the main event, but if you did, I'm sorry because you missed out on some banger fights. 2 spinning back elbows in a row. Unheard of, man. Me versus Junior Pena. No. She would armbar the shit out of me, probably. Son of the Johnny Walker funeral service. I'm ready, bro. I'm going to be wearing the 3-piece suit. I mean, wait, who is he? Who is he? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Zhang Min Yang. Bro, this guy, I'm so high on this dude right now. I mean, he battered Anthony Smith. Battered him. I mean, yeah, all finishes, bro. Yeah, rest in peace to Johnny Walker. I'm gonna be like dressed up in the 3-piece. I'm gonna have my black umbrella. I'm gonna have, like, you know, in the movies when everyone's at the funeral in, like, New York and they've got the leaves and the wind flying around everywhere. I'm gonna have just like that on standby, ready for Johnny Walker's unconscious body to hit the canvas. I'm just ready. Pena got beaten by a fucking kitchen. Oh, man. She's still legit, though. She's still good. She's still good. Khamzat versus Shama 205. Run it. Fuck it. Honestly, if Khamzat maybe gets a couple of title defenses... Oh, no, the thing is, the timing's wrong. Because by the time Khamzat gets a couple title defenses and is sort of earned that right to move up a division, bro, Pereira's out in there. Pereira's out. I'm not doing a Freddy fucking Fazbear impression. I'm not doing the shit post. I know what you're talking about. Give up, man. I give up. Johnny Walker's funny ragdoll physics like a GTA 4. Yeah, like GTA 4. Not even 5. Like GTA 4. Literally it. Do I have better step in quick during the Walker fight? I don't think anything will be quick enough. Listen, a gust of wind could knock that man out. Who's next for Khamzat? I mean, again, you tell me, bro. You're him. Rab could out wrestle Khamzat? No. Come on. Pound for pound, maybe. I don't know. But it doesn't work like that, is it? This one says, oh, DJ, how would he do it heavyweight? It's like, I don't know, man, because you can't fight like that at heavyweight. I want to see Khamzat versus Islam. I literally can't get a picture in my head of Islam getting subbed. No, I think Khamzat would... I don't even know. You're right. Yeah, I can't even imagine that. Send me the script. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Rabid Spider Monkey is ours. I mean, he'll backpack him. I mean, I'd like to honestly. How cool will like an open weight absolute tournament, UFC tournament go? That's cool, man. I would love that. Tom Aspinall's cut off his leg to make 185 to save us from Khamzat Chimaev. That's my John Anik impression. Very bad. Talking about games, I bought Expedition 33. Mate, I've had that installed on Game Pass on my PC for months. I have not gotten around to starting it. I've heard it's incredible. I'm not huge on JRPGs, just because I've never really got into them, but I've heard it's incredible, and I've always said, or from in my experience, the games which I've never been that into, like on appearance, that I've ended up giving a try anyway, have ended up being my favorite games of all time. I'm not even joking. Like when I first bought Dark Souls 3, I always said it was a scare. No, like it was just the I didn't like the UI. I didn't like the way the game looked. I was like, this probably isn't my kind of game. And now it's in my top 5 of all time. And I said the exact same thing about Baldur's Gate 3. I was like, this ain't my kind of game. I don't like these sort of turn-based strategy games outside of like XCOM. And this is even more wild than that. The UI is intimidating. This whole game looks scary. But it was the D&D rule set. And I love D&D. I gave it a try. It's literally one of my favorite games ever made. It's in my top 5 as well. So I'm willing to give Expedition 33 the benefit of the doubt, considering the incredible reviews it's got. Damn, just got the notification. It's all good, man. Finney versus Khamzat next. That Taurus Finney is not ready for anything. Yeah, that would be interesting, Wolf. You know what? Fuck it. Why not? Should be no life in the beta. The new beta sucked. I can't lie. I hate the maps. I hate the maps. They're not big enough. It doesn't run particularly great. The gunplay's fine. The first beta was pretty fun, but I'm waiting for the level editor. I'm not gonna pre-order it. That's for sure. But the level editor, seeing what people can make with that, like they did in Halo back in the day, like Halo Forge mode. I'm there. Dark Souls 3 is way harder. Was it your first one? Because if it's your first one, then I agree. Your first one's always your hardest. That's what I say. Actually, want Kavanagh's champ? I mean, I love Lonnie, man. He's a fucking absolute G. He's an absolute G. I'm a huge fan of him. Yeah, I mean, he's like the next generation of flyweight right now. Next generation. I had fun in the Battlefield 6 beta, but I'm not buying on launch. That's the smart thing to do. I've been hurt enough times by EA to do it again. I'm gonna put it that way. Dark Souls 3 last hand, it was your hardest. Interesting. I definitely think it's harder than I don't know. I think the highest highs of Elden Ring are definitely the hardest. If you played the DLC, man, I mean the final boss before it got patched and nerfed, fucking hell, that was hard. And I played a lot of Souls games. I played Dark Souls 3. I don't know how many times I played through that game. Probably like 6 or 7 times. I don't even know at this point. Elden Ring, I'd obviously played through before the DLC came out. Bloodborne I've tried. I haven't finished it because I don't have a PlayStation. Dark Souls 2 I didn't like. Dark Souls 1 I've already played through. Sekiro I love. So I've plenty of experience with Souls. But man, Elden Ring's DLC, I always wanted it to be hard. That was my biggest critique with the base game, that it was way too easy. Way too easy. Again, this is speaking for somebody who has played the games before, so it's a little bit different. But I wanted more of a challenge, and man, Shadow of the Erdtree bought that. Stole my money for Sims. That's what they do. No. Can we get an impression of each main commentator? I mean, which one? Give me one. Which teammates? I haven't played any of them, JBD, I don't think. I haven't played. They're all quite old. Like the OG ones are pretty old, right? Cheese the hell out of the final console with the chicken leg. I couldn't bring myself to do that. I was too stubborn. I was like, I'm not doing it like that. I'm doing it my way. Like, obviously, I respect to be optimal with my build, but I didn't change my build entirely or anything like that. I stuck with what I was playing. I just went and got all the Scadutree fragments and all that shit, but I stuck with my Dex build. I did not waver. My God, that was hard. I've got a clip of it somewhere of me finally beating it, but my God, it took me fucking forever. I literally did it with like half a health bar left, no flasks. Yeah, it was tough, man. It was tough. I love it though. I like the fight. Just if they fixed it, if they fixed that triple slash, which they did. Ever been into Rainbow Six? Back in the day, yeah. Before season 1, like early seasons, after up till like I stopped playing when the Italian operators came in around then. So something like when just the season after that is when I stopped playing. But early on, I used to play like when Operation Health was going on, and the other one with Jackal and Mira. Was it Jackal and Mira? Or was that different? I don't know. All the though that sort of period, whenever that was, 2018 or something, that was cool, but not for years. Both of these guys are involved with custody battles for their children. Isaiah is 8 years old. Why did he say that? Why did Rare John Anik L? In fact, no, it was a W. It was cool. It was funny saying that on commentary. He's trying to build the narrative. I get it. Favorite part of the DLC was the screaming homeless looking guy with no legs. I don't remember that. I don't mind Khamzat winning, by the way, but 23 significant strikes and 0 sub attempts and 21 minutes of control time is underwhelming as hell. I mean, listen, it wasn't exciting, but you do what you do to win, right? You do what you do to win. Okay, that's a crazy statement. Respect my John Anik impression. Listen to him. It sounds I'm basically him. Oh, I'm not even doing a Rogan impression because anything I could say has been said a million times over, if we're being real. Sorry, bear with. MMA fans and fighters use MMA. Exactly. I don't. If you hate it so much, listen. I'm not saying it's the most exciting thing to watch, but if you're gonna protest about it and rant on Twitter, go watch fucking kickboxing. Go watch fucking kickboxing. DC, this dude. That's all he says. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's basically that's all DC says, and I love him. Fuck it. He's fun on commentary. He's fun. Fair with, yeah, okay. Funny. Very good. Can't have Khamzat's next title defense in October 2026. No, I think he'll fight Abu Dhabi. I think he'll make the 321 card. I think they'll do it. I think Aspinall will main event. How can the thing is though, can you move him? You can't. Khamzat is a megastar, so surely they may. I don't know. Maybe would they main event him or put him in the co-main slot or bump Aspinall down? I don't think you can bump Aspinall down. You can't. Not after what they've done. After this is his big homecoming moment, finally as the undisputed champion, and it's still innately a fight that sells. It's very Khamzat Gane versus Aspinall. I mean, come on, I think they'll do it. I think they'll make him the main. I think Aspinall Gane will stay the main. It should be. It's a big heavyweight clash. You know, it's what we've deserved for a while. Yeah, exactly, Dig. Heavyweight's always got main spot when you're talking about the top of the line. I'm not doing a Rogan Bear impression. No way. I'm not doing it. What does he say? You guys ever tried DMT? That's what Joe Rogan. That's a Joe Rogan Hood classic quote. These calf kicks, they changing the game, man. They're so good. They changing the game. He is a monster. That's what this guy is an absolute monster. Jones says he'll be in the crowd for 321. Did he? Mr. Twitter fingers. Is that what he said on Twitter? Did he say that on Twitter? I mean, where did he say that? I feel like I would have heard it. Not that I don't believe you. I'm just curious. Hope his health stays okay. Whose? Chimaev's? Yeah, I think he'll be fine. I think he's fine now. Horse impression? No. You're not getting a horse impression, bro. Dana's comments about Jones. What about 1 in a million on fighting on the White House main event? I don't blame him. When's Jones ever been particularly dependable? He made a very good point. As much as I disagree with a lot that Dana White says, he made a very good point about Conor McGregor and Jones, saying McGregor's always been dependable. Outside of being injured, getting a serious injury, he's always turned up to fight. And I think that's honestly a pretty fair thing to say. Pretty fair, you know? Can we stop talking about Jones in 2025? I mean, sure. I mean, I want to, but it's hard not to when he's orbiting this shit, you know? Vote Murphy December. Who do you got? No British bias. Oh, it's tough, isn't it, man? Let me just get a quick drink of water. It's literally. I honestly, I don't know. I need to actually give it some proper thought. I think Volk will struggle. I think those knees are really, really dangerous. Volk coming in. I think there's a lot of routes for Lerone to find a knockout, to be honest with you. Listen, if we were talking about the Volkanovski that fought at UFC 276 or 284, I'd be probably talking a completely different story, but this ain't it. This is a Volk that's past his prime. Admitted he would admit it himself, and this is Lerone who's very much in his. So I'm torn, but I like Lerone in that. I like Lerone. I'm leaning Lerone Murphy. Yes, lower back reveal, funny. I just realized my jacket was sleeping out there. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay, right. Funny. Fun of BJJ gym. Tried boxing. I felt like shit when I knocked someone down. So it's not your thing, man. That's all good, man. I go to an MMA gym, I think. And then you can sort of train whatever you want. I just go to the jiu-jitsu classes at mine, so. Vote masterclass incoming. I wouldn't mind it. Again, that's the thing. I don't want either guy to lose. I'm a fan of both. I mean, Chimaev didn't. Yeah, that was pretty generational. Rare reveal. Extremely rare reveal. Extremely rare. That's hopefully not happening again. Volk batters Lerone, calm down. Does he? Does he batter him? You're really doubting Lerone Murphy's chance of winning. You're really gonna doubt that? He doesn't batter him. Be real. Ivar, usually I agree with you, man. We're pretty good. Usually I agree. Okay, my dog just went mental. You probably didn't hear that. Maybe you did. I ain't cheering because I'll be here. I'll say, what are you doing in my house? I'd say that to any of you. Probably. Don't you know any chance to be in? That's crazy. You're really going to say that when he's 15-0, however many fights down in the UFC, or up in the UFC, and just coming off a knockout like that? I mean, shit. I find that hard to say. I could not agree with you. But losers, I think you should hang up the gloves and enjoy the YouTube grind. Yeah, I mean, he's doing that already. You can see he's planting the seeds for that. He has been for a long time. I mean, the new Cooking with Volk channel is great. I don't know if you guys have watched it, but Cooking with Volk now has its own channel. Yeah, it's fucking great. Love it. He did a giant, caught out like a massive tuna, and just started building that up. It looked fucking banging, man. Can't lie. It looked really nice. I love raw tuna. He said it himself. He says, I prefer raw tuna to cooked tuna. He's spitting. That's the best way to eat it, man. Thank you, Simon. That's very kind. I try, even though it's a bit long right now. A little bit messy. And I don't mean the footballer. Don't have the momentum after this win too. I fear for Volk. Yeah, right. Exactly. Momentum's such a big thing in MMA. People do forget that. I want to get Volk on the media team for every Australia card post-retirement. He has good chemistry. Oh, he'll up, mate. 100%. Volk's going to be fine. And to be honest, I don't think he'd even need to do it. He's done such a good job with building what... Look at what DJ did. Do you think DJ is probably the best example of doing it the best way? Of building a post-career in the online space around MMA. Volk's already planted the seeds for that, and he's not even retired. So I think he'll be fine. He wouldn't even need to do the desk work, but I think he'll do it for the love of the game, man. Yeah, he launched it recently, like 2 weeks ago, man. New Cooking with Volk is now its own separate channel. Cooper Volkanovski podcast, man. One day, man. One day. Cooking channel is what helped me get off the growth between fights. I know. I mean, yeah, he's I'm forever a fan of Volk. Always forever be one of like my favorite fighters of all time. I can't lie. He's just a guy. Role model in every facet, you know. Family man, family orientated, credible at fighting. respectful, and just got an incredible legacy in and out of the cage. I mean, it's what I always say about DJ being my pound for pound king is because and GOAT is because he represents what being a champion is all about. It's not just about how dominant you are in the cage. It's just about how you represent the sport as well, who you are as a person. You want people to look up to you and follow your lead. That's what being a champion is in the cage and in life. So, Volk's a perfect example of that. There's a reason Muhammad Ali is nicknamed the greatest. It's not just because he was an incredible fighter. In fact, you could argue he's not the best fighter of all time. He lost 5 times, 5 or 6 times, right? 55-5, I think his record is, something like that. And, there's fighters with better records than Muhammad Ali, but none of them are as great as him because he did everything for the sport and for the people that followed him. So, Volkanovski, perhaps on a smaller scale, is exactly like that too. Got out for a bit. It's all good, man. We're about to jump off in a few minutes anyway, man. Oh man, I would love to do a cooking with Volt video. I would do some tuna shit all day, man. All day. Gonna head up a bit. I already read that, scrub. I already read that. Stand up for yourself. Yeah. Oh man, that was after when he beat Holloway for the 3rd time. I think 276. That was yeah. That moment really resonated with me. It just it lit a fire in my ass, and yeah, Volk's right. I would follow this man to the end, bro. Or was it after? Was it after the zombie fight? I can't remember. Either way, one of his many title defenses. Why didn't I read the second half of the message out? You're right. We should get married, me and Volk. Who's your favorite Robin? I mean, the only one that's coming to mind is Robin Hood. Or Robin, Robin, Batman and Robin. That Robin, just Robin. I don't know. I think logic. Most people would say that too. I feel. Batman wise, dude. Oh shit. There was I think which one was I used to read a bit of the Batman comic line. Fucking, what was it? It was like the Brave and the Bold or something. That was pretty cool. Yeah. That was cool as shit. It was yeah, it was when it was Damian Wayne was Robin, I think. I think Bruce Wayne's son was Robin. It was kind of fire. Yeah, 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 yeah. And Batman is who's playing is Batman is fucking, I don't know. My brain's fried. I read this comic years ago, but the cover always stuck with me. I don't know. Yeah, great. Again, a long time ago, I used to read comics back in the day when I was younger. But that was pretty cool. And I think Batman is Dick Grayson. I think in that. I'm pretty sure. I think so. Yeah, because Bruce Wayne dies, something like that. It was a long time ago. I don't particularly remember much of it, but I always like the cover art. And there's the Lazarus pits in there or some shit, and the Uggles and shit. I don't know. They ain't had it. Yeah, that's interesting. Him and his peasant Joy's haircut trim, man. Dick Grayson, Nightwing, my man. No, I know. In different, it's in different comic lines. I know Nightwing. Nightwing's the GOAT, bro. I used to play Injustice. All right, I know. Fire game, by the way. Fire game. I know, right? Crazy. Crazy. Oh, my man. Okay. That's valid, to be fair. Richard Grayson. I mean, that's just Dick Grayson with extra steps. But was he Batman? I'm trying to... did he become Batman in The Brave and the Bold? I need to check. Again, you guys... I don't know, man. Let's have a look. I don't know, to be honest with you. I feel like he does become Batman. I mean, he probably does at some point. It just makes sense. Who's the other one? Jason something? Jason Todd? Isn't that it? He's Red Hood, but doesn't he become Batman? I don't fucking know, bro. There's so many Batmans. Holy shit. Bruce Wayne. Yeah, Dick Grayson was Batman. Fuck knows. I'm not good. I'm not versed on comic book lore. Okay, good to see we've devolved into degeneracy. Fucking hell. We've been in Europe. Have you seen Paramount Plus? No, we get it on TNT Sports, my man. So it's nothing changes for us, I don't think. Usually what happens with us is we get every pay-per-view on the subscription, the same way the Paramount does it, barring like 2 or 3 pay-per-views a year, like when Conor McGregor fights or whether we have a British champ. Like when 321, I'll probably have to pay for because they usually put that on box office. But I'm gonna love you, leave you guys. I'm gonna get some more recording done for the game channel and for some Patreon stuff. But thank you very much for the absolute degeneracy in the chat, and I'll see you on the next one. I'll be back on what day is it? I don't even lose track, bro. It's Sunday today. I'll see you on Thursday. Have a good one, people.